And we're going to start a live stream very shortly. I'm going to go downstairs and send everything out. So see you guys in a couple minutes. Alright guys, no one's here yet. That's actually me in the comments right now. But as you can see, I just wanted to show this. I've actually beat the game 100% on my other file. That should say how much I like this game, because I normally do not beat things 100%. Like, I'm not that guy that has to have every collectible in the game, or has to have everything and all in order and everything. But I'm still that guy who kind of really wants to complete a game that I really liked. And this game is actually really easy to complete, because I actually completed the game. I mean, not really easy to complete, it's still challenging, but I mean really easy to get 100%, because it gives you leeway that a lot of games don't, which I kind of appreciate. Like, there's certain things that don't count towards the 100%
Gotta get to Officer Davis's medal ceremony.
However, today we're going to actually be doing this. Interesting. We're going to actually get collectibles, because we're about to move to Act 2. I kind of want to get a lot of these collectibles out of the way before then.
Bring your children into the room, friends, because I'm delivering a lesson impressionable youngsters.
When MJ and I applied for this lease, I thought we'd move in together. Instead, we broke up. I can be pretty oblivious sometimes.
Oh dear. Poor guy. I feel really sorry for Spidey sometimes. Okay, I've got skill points available. Okay, what do I want? Oh yeah, I want to save up for that and then get this. That's what I was doing. So we're going to run around getting some of these collectibles. One, while I wait for everyone to get here. And two, just because I want to get a lot of these collectibles out of the way.
Rhino almost killed me until I broke this chip off his horn and figured out what his costume's made of. Still wasn't easy to beat him. My back still aches just thinking about it.
Yeah, and I do appreciate that you know, they have those little tidbits. And I like the implication that everyone has their, at one point all the supervillains had their, let's go over here and get a better picture. Right there.
Got it.
Now, let's see. Let's look what the nearest one is. This one right here. Because I want to get I want to get these collectibles collected before we move on to the next act, because the next thing is going to be moving us to Act 2.
Love it.
And I want to get a lot of this stuff collected and dealt with before I move on to Act 2.
Almost forgot I bought this snow globe for Aunt May. I think I get my love for this city from her.
Ooh, we got something going on over there.
Sorry!
Sorry, my web slinging for some reason is not wanting to work. Also, I think part of it is me trying to use a move that I don't have. Because seriously, like, that's one problem I admit I have sometimes coming back from my other file.
Oh boy! Rockets! They got rockets!
Eat your own grenade! How about that? Actually, before I finish this off, I do want to actually do something kind of cool with that. So you're now stuck to the ground. How do you like being stuck to the ground? You don't, do you? Okay, you... Okay, I actually need to perform 10 spin kicks. Okay, I might actually end up getting hit because of this, but I did want to actually do something here. Look at this. I'm like, I didn't notice this until someone pointed it out. Let's see, is there any... Yeah, if you look closely, there's actually information on this missile he's shooting at me. Let's see, MK something or other. 610 mod, serial number, total loaded weight, AU weight, and guaranteed to kill spiders. I really appreciate that level of detail, because that's apparently always on that. Like, that's apparently always on the missile. And if you look really close at my suit, just look at all the detail you can get from it on it. Like, look, the world is even reflected in my helmet. That's kind of awesome. Ow, okay. Worth it. He'll be fine. He's just stuck to a wall. Please blast 2 more kicks so I can hit you with another swing kick. Oh, it was one
better ways
swing
to spend
kick
your life
off.
than shooting rockets at dudes in spandex.
That's disappointing. Okay, let's head down here. drop kicking them. I love the social, like, that's one of those things that could be either really good or really bad, but the way that they've done it makes, like, that could, because, you know, that could date things. Let's actually get out of the street here.
I wonder if King T'Challa got his powers from being bitten by a radioactive panther. Dude's tough, but that'd still probably hurt.
All units, police are engaged in an active shootout with demons. Available officers report to Turtle Bay. Over.
You're now stuck to the sidewalk. Enjoy being stuck to the sidewalk.
These are getting worse than Fisk ever was.
Okay, let's see here. I don't see any of the big thugs, so this should be fine.
Okay, kid. You can't play nice. You lose your armor-piercing toys.
Here, enjoy this. And this. And the sidewalk. Okay, and you enjoy being stuck to things too. I love that combo. Like, that's a combo I love doing. They just run over their own dudes. Okay, I'm taking you out fast. Because I don't like you. Hello. You're now stuck to the sidewalk.
Demons aren't slowing down. What are they
Okay, let's see. Well, there's concentration stuff up here. So this is probably just going to be a live stream of me, like, running around doing these things. I mean, there's no one in the live stream right now, but it's probably just going to be me in a live stream collecting all this stuff. So that when we go into Act 2, we've got all this stuff already out of the way. I was thinking of doing this off screen, but a lot of it is a bit more fun when you can do it. Ooh, that's nice. And let's actually go over here. And a little further. Ah, come on, I'm trying to get a good lineup. I mean, I don't have to, I guess, but... There, okay.
Demons are out of control, terrorizing the whole city.
Okay, let's see, who have we got here to deal with? See any big guys? I don't like dealing with the big guys yet.
Gentlemen, that is not how an ATM works. That's not even an ATM.
Okay, there, took them all out. Hey, did you just call me an insect? Come on. I'm not an insect. I'm an arachnid. There's a difference. Ow. Eat manhole. Jeez, how did someone get that little shot? Okay. Whoops. Ow. Here, enjoy your friend. And he's throwing at you. Here, I think this is yours. Help capture the face. Okay, that took a little more than I thought it would. I keep forgetting that those guys have that. You know, where was I? I was in the process of... Oh yeah, up this way. Well, okay, I do apologize for that destruction, but there was nothing I could really do about it. Okay, spot. I love this game, like I really do. This game is just fun. It's one I'm actually considering trying to beat this game on hard mode, which I rarely ever do. I rarely ever play anything on hard mode. But I'm seriously considering playing this on hard mode.
Never finished this application for the coffee bean. Would have paid more than what I'm doing now.
Yeah, I feel sorry for Spider-Man. I really do. You know, I'm gonna change suits actually because this is more of a night suit. I need to get base tokens to do this, which I'm going to do. I want to have this for when I fight Mr. Negative. Let's go with Scarlet Spider because I like the Scarlet Spider suit.
Right. Forgot how much I love to Officer Davis's medal ceremony.
Sorry. Oh, little thing that I missed. Actually, I leveled up because of that. This actually is the music hall, which is cool. Bro Flakes Live, which is kind of cool. There's something else that's supposed to be on this, like the Radio City Music Hall. Apparently, they changed what it actually is. That's kind of cool that it changes. Okay, we're right near this Black Cat stakeout, so let's do that one. I also do want to have the suit you get from beating the Black Cat stakeout. First Act 2. Like, there's a lot of stuff I want to have for Act 2. Ooh, let's listen to Jameson.
You've heard me express grave concerns about the risk to civil liberties posed by the police department's crime system and their omnipresent towers. But at least the intention is to stop crimes. Now, recently, Spider-Man has been seen tampering with these very towers. And it's reasonable that my loyal listeners suspect he is disabling the towers so he can commit his unlawful misdeeds with impunity. But Spider-Man is not your ordinary run-of-the-mill menace. Oh, he's a 12th level Kung Fu Master, 50 moves ahead menace. Which is why I think he's actually hacking into these towers to spy on you and me. Your only defense? Listen to my show. All the time. If he's gonna spy on us, let him hear that we're on to him by listening to me every waking moment.
Okay. Jameson's kind of low. I mean, I can see the point of that, but at the same time...
Are you jealous I'm visiting my other man? I hope so. But you should know bad boys aren't my type.
Okay, you can't tell, but this thing's vibrating, so that means it's down there somewhere. It's definitely on this part down here somewhere.
Another
there
cat.
it is.
Why are you doing this, Felicia? You know I'm gonna catch you.
And let's get this one. Yeah, so this is just going to be sort of a chill stream while I fly around, web around doing stuff like this in preparation for Act 2. Plus, there's not really anyone here right now. If you're watching this on the archive, sorry about that, but there's no one here for me to talk to.
This piece of the Shocker's original uniform showed me how to protect myself from his blasts. Of course, they always upgrade, don't they?
Oh wait, I can actually get that one thing now, can't I? Now I can insta-kill, well not insta-kill, insta-KO those guys, which is going to be helpful. But yeah, this is going to be just a kind of a mellow stream, I guess. I'm going to talk about some things. Also, like I said last time, I have bought the DLC to this game, which I'm happy about. I'm very glad I bought the DLC to this. Ooh.
Perfect.
Which, I just appreciate that this game has DLC I actually want. Like, you know, there's always DLC that's just there to exist. But in this case, the DLC is actually something I want to
Thesis
buy.
paper on neurotechnology.
I want to buy. I want to play more of
this
this
got me
game.
the job with Dr. Octavius.
And I love this stuff. Like, I love these little bit of world building that they include. So can I do this one yet? Yes, I can. Now my web shooter is max power. Let's increase this one too. Can't do that one until I get some base tokens. I can't do these until I get challenge tokens. Oh, I can upgrade my web bomb. That's good. And I can't get that one until I get challenge tokens. Okay. Oh, that's sad. Okay, let's head over here. Oh, actually, let's get this pigeon right here. The pigeons aren't really the most necessary thing to get, because you don't really get much other than experience and being a nice guy for it. But it's in the neighborhood, so might as well.
One of Howard's pigeons. Come on. He's a fast one. It is my responsibility to catch that pigeon. I can't believe I said that.
Okay, and that gives me research tokens, so that's a good thing, too. Hello, people. But, yeah, I want the DLC for this game. I want to play more in this game's story, and I love that. Because so many games, you know, the DLC is just there to make money. Where this one, I feel like the DLC, well, they are obviously making money.
Fisk beat the hell out of me with these. I almost used them for evidence. Until MJ pointed out I was trespassing, so I'd probably end up in jail. Typical.
Yeah, I love all this detail, and I love the implication that the supervillains have been using they've been upgrading their gear the entire time. Like Shocker, and they originally did have the looks that they had, you know, in the comics. They originally did have that, but they've changed it.
Another camera.
And they have modern designs now.
Oh, poor Spider. I know I disappointed you when I couldn't go straight, but why mess with perfection?
Okay. These are a little annoying, but okay, there's actually a good thing to give you a bit of a
Another cat. I think they sell rare wine here. She's branching out.
foreshadowing.
Gotta try and get ahead of her.
Okay, let's see. Is there anything else here? I think I've actually finished this section, which is nice. Let's head over to this section. And sorry for those watching the archive if this is a slow stream, but there's no one in the chat, so I just like, might as well finish this before Act 2 starts. You might as well get all this stuff. So this is basically just a stream to get things. I'd ask to... Oh, there's the Daily Bugle. I like the Daily Bugle. Well, I like that it's a thing. Ooh.
Report came in from Clinton. Over.
Okay, let's head over there since we're right over here anyway. Hello, thugs. I'm going. Allow me to introduce you to my fist. Don't worry, you guys are fine. You're just going to fall off the building. Let's see. Does this actually? No, it does not tell me what I'm supposed to do. Okay, I was trying to be, knock you out before that, but... I wonder if the update, they actually made it so people do that more often.
Live by the beat down, die by the beat down.
Yeah, it's actually weird that you got ambushed on top of a building. That's actually really bad luck. Whee! I just love whip singing. This game is so fun. But like I was saying before, I'm actually excited for the DLC because it seems like they're actually using DLC the way DLC is supposed to be.
Took a bullet from the cops back when they thought I was working with Electro. Good thing textbooks are thick. Too bad they're also expensive.
Yeah, and I like that there's this whole storyline to this game. And I love this too. I really like these little things that tell you, hey, you saved this person, they put on social media, their cousin puts on social media that you saved them and they appreciate it. I love little details like that that don't have to be in this game, but are here because... Ooh.
And that's why Jonah paid me the big bucks.
I think that's a Daredevil reference, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, hello, sir.
You don't mind, right?
Possible drug deal in progress. Nearest unit approach with caution. Incident is
Appreciate the heads up.
Over.
Thank you, sir. I'll go beat some thugs up. But basically, they're using the DLC as basically an expansion pack for the game
trade's
itself.
gotten more aggressive post-Fisk. Gotta stomp that out. Hey, guys! Got prescriptions for this stuff?
Hell, you're not stuck to a wall. Enjoy being stuck to a wall, because it's fun to suck. Is that everyone in this alleyway? Yes, it is. Seriously, you're trying to escape in a car. More importantly, you're trying...
Just drop me off to jail.
You probably would have actually been better off running on foot, given I'm Spiderman.
That's just...
Right.
Nothing puts a pep in my step like halting an illegal drug deal. I called you guys a ride. It'll be the one with the flashing red and blue lights.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man's theme song. I like all Spider-Man theme songs. Like the old '90s cartoon was really good too. Okay, I meant to actually go to this stoplight.
Good shot.
That's Jessica Jones's place, isn't it?
All units on alert. Report of a kidnapping. Incident is active near Longacre. Over.
Where? Okay, show me mini-map. Okay, it's actually where I was probably heading anyway. Okay, not where I was heading, but still. But that's Jessica Jones. Like, and that, you know, that's kind of cool. I mean, yes, they never appear in the game, which,
but my mask
to an extent, I can appreciate.
The kind a tied-up kidnap victim might make.
Okay, everyone, stand back. I'm going to have to rip the hood off of the rear off of a car.
Easy.
I prefer doing it that way because I don't throw it at people.
Thank you. Not again. There they are!
Hey, Spider-Man, anyone do your taxes?
This is between me and him, Spider-Man. Get out of here!
Okay, you're unconscious. And now... Enjoy being unconscious. Enjoy that wall. Yeah, I was actually aiming for this guy. Hello, Thug. Okay, now you enjoy this wall. So, how does it feel? How does it feel to be stuck to a wall?
Thank you. You
You don't like being stuck to a wall, do you? Well, think on that.
Kidnappers are unconscious.
And I can't resist doing this. Let's see. I can't actually take a picture of this, but I wish I could. There. I can get 3 of them in one shot. I don't know how you can actually take a picture. I wish you could. I wish I could figure that out. I think that's just like to get screenshots mainly.
Way to go.
But it's still really cool. Okay, actually, why am I heading that way? I'm trying to do these things. But back to where I was before, like, it looks like they're basically using the DLC as expansion packs. Like, you know, how DLC is at its best when it's used at. Like, it adds not only, you know, stuff to the game, but adds new story, like, new story with its own content. Which, to me, makes a lot of sense. And where is this thing? I'll deal with that in a second. Here we go.
Got some good parts from this old cell phone. Wonder what I could accomplish with a real budget instead of dumpster diving.
Okay, now where's that crime? Up there. Okay, the demon's trying to kill me, huh?
All this for little old me?
Geez, you guys have no concern for each other, do you? Okay, you're now unconscious. You've now been hit with your own weapon, and that guy hit me with a shield bash. Enjoy that wall. And enjoy that Well, recycling center, most
I
likely.
feel like there are better ways to spend your life than shooting rockets at dudes in spandex.
Oh, did I unlock a new suit doing that? Yes, I did, actually. Oh, yes, Spider-Punk. Okay, I'm going to need that suit later. I really am. I have plans for that suit. Okay, I need to get that one, which I need to get a base token for, but there's no bases in this section of the city, if I'm not mistaken. No. Nice. I love this. Oh, I was not doing, that mustache grooming. I love social media. I actually don't like social media all that much in real life. I really don't. I do not like social media. If you know me in real life, like, one of the things I constantly say is that I hate Twitter. I hate Twitter, I hate Facebook. I mean, I'm not one of those people that doesn't do anything. I just don't like the,
These cameras aren't
being
cheap.
on Twitter and
Alicia's
Facebook
really
because
strapped.
they're a hassle for me to use.
Around.
Like, I like well, okay, let me rephrase
Spider.
that.
Someday I might even let you catch me. Just not today.
I'll put it this way, I like Tumblr's interface. I like using Tumblr. I don't like a lot of stuff on Tumblr. I just find it easier to use than... Okay, it's in this area. Where is it? Right there.
Hello, Cat. Black Cat does enjoy playing games with people. Especially me.
But it's one of those things where I'm basically like... Social media to me just is kind of irritating. Not because of, I get that there's things you can do with it.
Get ready, folks, because this is a bombshell. We have on the line a lady whose husband was kidnapped by Spider-Man.
What? No, you've got it all wrong. My husband was kidnapped by criminals who shoved him into the trunk of a car. Spider-Man found him and got him out, then arrested the criminals when they came back.
Pardon me, ma'am, I didn't hear that last part over my intern's utter incompetence. You realize, of course, that it's possible Spider-Man arranged the kidnapping so he could save your husband and grab all the glory?
That seems like a lot of trouble to go to when he could just stop actual crime.
It's clear we are at an impasse. My best to you and your husband, madam. Jared, go to commercial, then fire yourself. Then rehire yourself before the commercial ends. But no, your job hangs by a thread. If I paid you, I'd cut your salary in half.
Okay, I've never heard that one before. That one was funny. And sorry if I have a weird laugh. I have a feeling my laugh's kind of weird. Is my laugh weird? I don't know if my laugh is weird or not. I really don't. But I just don't like social media in the sense... I mean, I don't like using social media in the sense that a lot of them are hard to navigate. Like, I can never find anyone on Facebook unless they, like, link to their Facebook. Which is... It's less with celebrities and YouTubers and stuff like that because they always link to their Facebook anyway. Okay, let's get over here.
And that's why Jonah paid me the big bucks.
Yeah, that's all of those in this place. So let's get this.
When the vulture cracked my eye lens, it almost blinded me. That was a wake-up call. Had to upgrade to a stronger material.
I like these little things that like tell us backstory.
Medal ceremony.
Okay, let's head over here. We're going to do the research stations, by the way. Okay, that one's funny. But I just cannot navigate social media very well. I know that's my fault. But another part of it is people ask me to find things on social media because I'm the tech guy in my family. and then I can't find it and people get mad at me, so it's kind of left me with a bit of a sour taste in my mouth. Okay, that's kind of adorable.
Black Cat's been here. She was doing this in person
But,
the first time.
yeah,
I
that's
caught
just
her.
me.
Or did she catch me?
But in this game,
Just be
I
some
like social
elaborate
media, and I
flirtation.
love how I
Hasn't she heard
just...
of dating apps? She's up to something.
There we go.
That's Ty Stone's place, and it's full of priceless art. You're playing with fire, Felicia. But I guess that's how you roll.
Okay, so now I need to get these things on the sides here. I'm not actually going 100% for the pigeons. I probably will get 100% of the pigeons at some point because I'm me.
Don't fly
But
away, please!
that and there's a really funny Jameson podcast that shows up if you collect all of them. That one was funny with the kidnapping. Well, not funny because of the kidnapping, because kidnapping is very serious and all that, but funny because Jameson, like, to his intern, like, fire yourself, then rehire yourself before the commercial break ends. Like, that was funny.
Spider-Man. All filling up. Rosa just flew home to join her brothers and sisters.
Hello, sir.
Happy to help. You know these little guys pretty well, huh?
Getting there. Sandra always knew him best, of course.
Sandra?
Oh, my wife.
Well, tell Sandra she's got some fine birds.
Oh, yeah. Sure will, Spider-Man. Thanks again. And please, keep an eye out.
Hello, sir. But yeah, I gotta come.
This vial of the lizard's blood, I was able to mix up a cure and turn him back into Dr. Connors. Too bad it didn't last.
Yeah, but I like the pigeon side quest because it's like shows Spider-Man being Spider-Man. Oh, that's cool. And also, I like that every social media page is an actual, like, has its own devoted account and all that. Well, not in real life because that would be absurd, but, like, every one of them has a name attached to them, like a name that's them. Which I really appreciate because it makes it feel a bit more real. Like, it feels like this is a bit more of a world. But, yeah. In real life, not a fan of social media. In this game, big fan of the social media and how it's incorporated. And I love these backpacks and everything you learn
I didn't
from
need
them.
my glasses anymore. Told everyone I got laser eye surgery with money from the Fisk Science Prize.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay, can I get this last one now, or do I need to get 3? I need to get 3. Okay, let's move on up here. I've already... Well, actually, let's go to do this one and give me some base tokens, because there's actually 2 bases in that one. And I like the stealth takedowns. I just must have really screwed that one up to not get the stealth takedowns. But, yeah, I love how the social media is implemented because it gives Spider-Man a bit of a, you know, more world, like this is an actual world. Okay.
Unit, break-in reported in
Oh,
progress.
come on, where is it?
Officers, please report to Lincoln.
I mean, I know I could just ignore it, but I don't really want to ignore it because I wouldn't be Spider-Man if I did. Like, I feel like I have to do the Spider-Man-y thing and do the... Oh, there. Okay, it's back in there. Oh, hi, Trooper!
goes away and suddenly it's amateur hour.
Quit moving!
Nice. Mainly collecting a bunch of stuff before I go on to Act 2. Okay, you know what? Let's rock out. I like that one. Oh, sorry, sir.
If you're not good at breaking or entering, maybe don't pull a B&E.
Well, on second thought, I'll do new stuff then. But hi, Trooper. Glad you can make it. I'm mainly doing a bunch of stuff to...
Ooh, love that shot. One of Howard's pigeons.
Mainly doing stuff, filling out the, you know, getting all the tokens and stuff before we go to Act 2, because some of the stuff just feels more appropriate to do in Act 1.
Nobody sees me doing this.
Now, friends, you know I'm always open to differing points of view. So after a police officer called me out on social media for being too hard on Spider-Man, and it went viral and people just wouldn't shut up about it, I agreed to a debate. Officer, welcome.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, so me and my guys were in a shootout with some desperate characters who had nothing to lose. I mean, they didn't care if we all lived or died. And somebody would have, trust me, if Spider-Man hadn't helped us.
All right, fair enough. I'm not saying he never does anything good. I'm saying he causes more problems than he solves. You had to go to the academy, right? Be thoroughly trained? You have rules to follow?
Sure, but he seems to know what he's doing, too.
It worked out for the best this time. Next time, how do we know Spider-Man won't cause the deaths of all concerned?
Well, he never has before, has he?
I believe we'll just have to agree to disagree. Thank you for your service. Goodbye.
I like the Jameson stuff. Like, I do like the Jameson videos because they're... I mean, the podcast, because they are really funny. But yeah, I'm basically just running around doing the collectibles
Robbery in progress. Suspect armed.
to have them done
Officers
come
needed in Central Park.
Act 2, because we're about to go into Act 2, so I just want to have these things a bit more done by then. Hello!
Support your local businesses by not robbing
Here.
them, please!
Have a web bomb. And my feet. And you as well. And the floor. Oh, we're going to see a lot of the punk costume. We will see. I have plans for the punk costume when we get to Act 3. I really do. Like I have plans. Don't worry, we will see the punk costume. But don't worry, I know I have every intent to wear the... Yeah, I know. Well, okay, let's wear the punk costume now. I have plans for it later, but you're right, that is a good broadcast. I'm not sure if they'll play it if I wear it while Act 2 is going on. I mean, Act 3 is going on.
Wait a minute, you have to...
That and it's a cool costume, but I have plans for this in Act 3. Bam, Jameson.
A good luck card from when I left the Daily Bugle to go into research. Some really great people there. And Jameson.
I like how Jameson and Spidey in this are kind of sitcom arch nemeses. And the Museum of Natural History.
God, how much I love photography.
Oh wait,
It's you! Only thing in the video is already
Wait till Mom sees this. Jameson warned us about you.
Yeah, Eddie Brock gets mentioned a few times. I think they're actually at least playing this right now.
Is this the mosh pit? Great!
Hello! Enjoy that wall. Ooh, right on the ladder. That's going to leave an interesting bruise. So, feeling lucky, punk? Apparently you were. And now you will be stuck to a wall.
Live by the beatdown, die by the beatdown.
You were just in... They were like animals.
I do like this costume, I really do. I mean, it's not one of those costumes I'd wear, you know, I'd wear for certain things in the game, but I do like this costume a lot.
Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Why doesn't it ever feel like it?
But, yeah, also I unlocked a few things. I unlocked the payback thing, so now I can beat up people that are attacking me. I mean, that have shot at me. Huh, that's cool. I mean, I like this social media. I do like the social media on here. You actually missed me going on a rant about how I don't get, me and social media in real life don't get along very well. Like, I have a Twitter, I have a Facebook, but I never use them for, I think you can actually find it in the description of most of my videos. But Facebook is not my thing. I do not like Facebook very much.
I learned something.
But I like the social media in this game. Okay, let's see. Where is this? I'm not, like, these can be a little annoying. Because you kind of have to be careful, and sometimes they're in really weird spots. I thought for a second that was one of them. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. It's like... Yeah, I have a Tumblr, I have Ask Pony Discord, which I really want to update more, but it's just... Drawing art is a bit more complicated than just writing a character, like a response blog. Which, to be fair, okay, I have a feeling it's probably up here somewhere, then, because, yeah, right there, I can feel it.
Hello, cat. I think some big-time lawyer lives here. I bet she's after his client list to find new targets. Hate to admit it, but she's one smart cat.
But yeah, it's one of those things, like, in real life, me and social media don't mix, because I just don't like social media all that much. I barely ever do anything with social media.
Supposedly, Fisk made his fortune selling these spices. I mean, they're good, but not that good.
I do like these backpacks, I really do. Okay, let's save another pigeon.
One of Howard's pigeons. Don't run! I won't hurt you!
But, yeah, it's just one of those things where social media and me just don't mix, because I can never find anything on social media that I'm looking for. I'm looking for someone's Facebook. I can never find it. And then people in my house get mad at me because they are asking me to find this person's Facebook. I think he actually does accuse you of being a peeping Tom for something.
Okay.
Oh, and actually, I think I can buy one of my suits now, the suits I couldn't before now. No, I can't. Oh, it was a gadget I was thinking of, yeah. No, that requires challenge tokens. What was I thinking? There was something I wanted to do, so I can't remember it now. But, okay, let's see. What else is there? This up here? But yeah, Jameson will accuse you of everything if he can get away with
I
it.
thought Spider-Man was a few geese short of a gaggle, but this confirms it. As if that atrocious white spider wasn't enough, I've had repeated sightings of him in a new outfit.
Oh, there it
Some
is.
sort of punk rock inspired thing that makes sane people want to tear out their eyeballs with a rusty spoon. Now, I was around for the birth of punk rock, and I did not care for it then. It's a flagrant declaration of disrespect for authority, and if Spider-Man is going down that route... Oh, no, I just had a terrifying thought. What if this isn't the Spider-Man we know, but some sort of metal mohawk-wearing copycat? What if there's more than one? Jared, go to break. I need to lie down.
Okay, I love that one. Yeah, you know what? Let's wear this one around for a while. Then you head over here. Hello, people.
Attention all units. Active robbery of an armored car. Backup needed in Bloomingdale.
Okay, I meant to actually grab onto a street light.
Terrorize.
There are easier ways to make money, guys. Less socially destructive, too.
Okay, why were you not incapacitated by that? I'm trying to... Okay, will I please hit those people? There. Okay, big guy's down, so now I can deal with the little guy. Hello, say hi to your friends. And I think you dropped that. Okay, that was not what I thought.
Demons are after some serious financing.
Okay, where do I go for this? I get there. Yes, right there.
One of these days I'll work out a fabric that warps sound and light waves. A stealth suit would really come in handy.
Yeah, I do like that little thing. Okay, now for a little something more exciting. Base time. But I do like that kind of references the fact that the punk, Spider-Punk suit comes from an alternate, like, it is actually an alternate universe version of Spider-Man. Like, not the Spider-Man we know and all that, which I can appreciate.
Yuri, this place is full of fist guys with suspicious bulges. Guns. I'm talking about guns, obviously.
I can't order a raid over bulges.
Just a hunch, but there might be a public disturbance pretty soon.
Okay, is anyone in range? Yes, there is. Here, go investigate that. It's a totally safe scaffolding.
Who's there? You're gonna wish you weren't.
Okay, come on.
What's that? Who's there? Found webs over here. Keep your eyes.
Come on, one of you get closer.
Not a chance in hell.
Okay, that's 2. Now I just need to find another scaffolding and get them in front of it. Oh, convenient. Thank you. I gotta collapse some scaffolding, which conveniently this guy's running right at me. Thank you. Now I just need to perform a 20-hit combo, which is not really that hard to do.
You got this. Got something for you.
So long as I do this, right?
You shouldn't have messed with Kingpin. Guys, all of a sudden ain't nobody here.
Hey, catch! There we go. All bonuses done.
Got a present for you.
I got one for you. It's your own present. I'm returning it.
Come on, bring them down already. More guys? Okay, form an orderly
Let's
line.
rock out
Everyone.
with it.
Come on, that's not fair.
Oh, it's not fair. You got guns.
Done now.
Not fair would be not being able to do this. Here, I think this is yours. I think this is also yours.
It's sad that when I see a mob rushing toward me, I assume they want to kill me. But they always do.
Spider-Man, every worker assigned to that site reported winning big in Atlantic City recently.
Quick and dirty way to launder money. Could be where Fitz keeps his cash these days.
We shut it down, we'll really put the squeeze on it. I'm working on a warrant.
Okay, and you enjoy being tied to the side of the building. Is that all of you? No.
Reinforcements. Great. I'm getting kind of sick of these other guys.
And drop kick.
Hit him hard.
Okay.
If I was you, I'd run. Down already.
Okay, thank you. Here, catch your own grenade.
More of them! Find someone who cares about you like Willie's guys care about getting kicked in the face, and you'll be golden!
Okay.
I will be beating them.
I love that sometimes these thugs are basically like, what is going on? How are we losing to one guy? And they're like, and, you know, it just gives you that feeling of power fantasy. Like, this game's really good at giving you a feeling of power fantasy without, you know, making it too easy. Like, yes, there is a power fantasy to this, but it's not a power fantasy that is so outlandish that you can't get a challenge out of it. Like, you have to try in this game. Yeah, they are. Ooh, okay, one guy left. There we go. Oh, hello, dude. Here, enjoy that wall. Oh, I thought I'd get you into a wall. I guess you'll just have to enjoy the sleeping bag then. Yeah, they do.
People won't have any problems here now.
And Wilson Fisk's problems just keep adding up. Nice going.
Okay, that's 3 base tokens, which means I can now unlock another one of my suits. This suit, which wait, no, I want this suit. Oh, I can get both. Good. Let's change it up. I'm gonna go back to Scarlet. No, actually, let's go around with as Spider-Man Noir for a while, because we are finding stuff, so makes sense. But yeah, the mooks are dumb, but at the same time, I think that's part of the fun of it. I mean, yes, the mooks are complete idiots, but at the same time, they are still fun to fight.
Felicia's keeping busy, but I'm catching up. Let's see where she hit this time.
Okay, I think actually it's down here somewhere. I want to say. These are harder, like these are a bit more difficult than some of the other things you can do because it's just one of those things where you gotta look. You basically gotta feel things out. I thought it was down there, but it's not. Is it over here? No. Like normally, there's like a black like paintings around the black cat that she's hidden that make it a little easier to find. Okay, we'll start doing the research stations.
Another cat. Cornelius Van Lunt's place. She's hitting places full of one-of-a-kind value.
You see, there's actually a research station right here. Well, first let's get this because it's right next door.
She must be working for someone.
Then we'll get the
Otherwise,
research
why
station.
not just steal cash?
But I kind of want to finish the research stations after a certain thing happens in the game because I've seen the dialogue, the normal dialogue.
Folks, you know I'm not one to promote conspiracy theories, except ones I think are worthy of further discussion, like this one. I've heard reports of Spider-Man hovering around radio towers. At first, I thought he was sabotaging them, but a far more alarming possibility came to mind. In his misguided delusion that he is protecting us, is he hacking into all our conversations? Business deals, credit card transactions, those personal calls with the wife when you're on a long, lonely book tour. I mean, when one is on a book tour, I wasn't talking about myself. I don't do that sort of thing, and anyone who thinks they have recordings of me doing it is wrong.
Wish I knew who made this comic about me. Kid's got a future.
That's cool. I do appreciate stuff like that. Okay, let's do a research station. I was actually going to do all the research stations last. Okay, crime. There's a crime here.
That car crash looks bad. Hope no one's injured.
Don't worry, I'm here.
Don't panic. I'm here.
Okay, everyone get out of the way.
Just a little more.
Yeah, we'll do the research station next. Yeah, actually, let's plan to do the research stations.
Hey, Spider-Man. There's a bunch of guys trying to rob the store. Getaway driver must have been hopped up. Caused the whole wreck.
Whoever caused this wreck is nearby. Need to find and stop them.
Okay, of course it would be when I'm trying to actually go to a specific place, it would be one of those, but hello!
Give people your insurance info back there.
Enjoy that wall.
Hold steady. Here's your
Enjoy
stuff.
that wall.
Gotta shut this.
And enjoy the pavement. Don't worry, everyone out of the way. Okay, good. Well, you're right next to one. We're still right next to a research station. Actually, I'm going to change suits here. Because for these, I like to wear this suit because it looks like the most, like, scientific one. So I like to wear this suit while doing research stations. These research stations are not hard.
Pete, my mom was a big believer in the city's steam heating. It's better for the environment than fossil fuels, but high pressure can lead to deadly explosions. This station was designed to monitor the pressure in specific buildings. Help me show Oscorp it's worth the cost. Please.
Harry's really invested in preserving his mother's legacy. And who can blame him? There's been a sharp rise in the pressure in some nearby buildings. The problem seems to be caused by faulty regulators. I've got to break them off before the pressure gets too high. And the building explodes. The city will replace the regulators I break. There's no time to do this the polite way.
Okay, here we go.
Luckily, the regulators are on the exterior. A well-placed web shot should take them out.
Okay, what? Okay, looks like we had a glitch there. I just kept
The
flying.
regulators are on the exterior. A well-placed web shot should take them out. What do you bet Jameson's gonna lead his show tomorrow with a Spider-Man vandalizes building story? Can't leave any of them. Just takes one to cause a blast.
Oh, come on. Okay, this is actually a bit more difficult than I thought it would be.
Too many people in these buildings. No time to evacuate. It's up to me.
Okay, is that all of them? No.
Wrecking these won't cause any serious problems. The city can fix them easily.
Okay, is that all? No. Okay. Okay, there we go. That's another one. And I don't really know where the other ones are. There's one. Oh. Yeah, that wasn't what I planned to do. Okay, one more. Oh, good. It actually highlights the last one. That's very helpful.
Okay, better head to the roof and make sure the pressure's vented properly. Nary a peep from my spider sense. Everyone's safe. I better get out of here before someone asks me to pay for all this.
And conveniently, there's a... Hello, citizens.
This piece of Mysterio's helmet gave me ideas for my eye lenses. Go ahead, sue me, fishbowl head.
Fishbowl head. I like that Mysterio's mentioned as existing in this game. I really do. I do appreciate that part.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I think that's like a criminal bar, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, let's go get over here and get this one first. Yeah, I kind of think he does, honestly. Though, I'm not going to say anything because I'm not sure how many people who are actually watching this have already seen, you know, beaten the game or already seen the ending and don't want spoilers. But I think we know who at least the main villains in this sequel will be. Oh, that reminds me, there's something here I want to check out.
Rejected costume designs. Not bad, but I think the White Spider was definitely the way to go.
Because we're in the... now where is it? It's kind of one of those things that's hard to find if you don't know where it is. Oops, sorry. Where? Yeah, I know. I'm looking forward to that.
All units, got a reported break-in. Report came in from God's Acre.
trying to find Uncle Ben's grave there. Hello, your guns no longer work.
You guys don't look like locksmiths.
And I was kind of hoping to get a strike there. Here, oh, you made me launch a cinder block into oncoming traffic. That's probably going to cause a broken window. So that you get slammed into your buddy. Come on, pal.
Come on, Spider-Man. Look at it this way. If I'd actually let you break in, you'd be going away for a lot longer.
But yeah, I've heard that Mysterio is the big bad of going to be the big bad of Spider-Man Far From Home. Looking forward to that. But yeah, it's one of those things like, I'm glad that, oh, hello other viewer, we're currently doing a bit of a collectathon here. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that because I've been wanting Mysterio to be in a live action film for so long, because he's one of my favorite Spider-Man rogues. And also on top of that, I like the possibilities that come with Mysterio, because Mysterio has a lot of possibilities attached to it. Because, you know, he's a master of illusion. That's his whole shtick. He can create these elaborate illusions and make these big, elaborate effects on things.
Oh yeah, that blind guy gave me his card in case Spider-Man ever needs a lawyer. But hold on. If he's blind, how did he know I was Spider-Man?
Yeah, that one's cool. I like that. Let me see. Ooh, there's a crime happening right there. That's cool. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm sorry about that random person on social media. Though, to be fair, I didn't mean to I did web a criminal to your car, if I remember correctly.
All this for little old me?
Hello! Ow! So how, like, do these guys, I know that the actual dude does have the ability to infuse weapons with his powers. I need to remember that I have to hit them with 10 swing sticks. Okay. Hello? Enjoy being unconscious.
Humans need a vacation or something. Dudes are way too high-strung.
But yeah, I'm really excited to see what they do with Mysterio. I really hope they do him justice, because Mysterio is kind of one of those characters that, if done right, can be really cool.
A spider signal. Cool idea, but any light source that made it bright enough was also way too hot.
Okay, didn't unlock a new suit. Still gotta wait until I get 3 skill points. Anything else here? Yeah, this. Okay, that one is funny. Okay, on to this one. Also, funny story, when I was playing and just swinging around, I accidentally swung in front of that train. If you actually get run over by the train, it's a one-hit kill. I mean, it's an insta-death. Okay.
Yuri,
disarm 5 enemies. Can I actually disarm people at the moment? I don't think I actually can. Okay, I'm going to have to spend a skill point on this just to do this one.
Site where there's a lot of people, but not much work getting done.
That you can see. They're keeping it under wraps.
I'll turn over some rocks.
Hello, you are now you are now hanging from a bar. I hope you enjoy it. Let's see. Come on, walk a little further. There you go. Hello, I'm Spider-Man. You are now in a cocoon. Hello. You have the right to remain unconscious. Okay, let's see.
Who's there? You're in timeout.
Okay, are you safe? Yes, you are.
You? Nothing over here.
Okay. One of you go investigate that. And the other one of you go over there.
Stand by. Guys, we got a spider problem.
Surprise!
Something ain't right. Better call the fellas.
Ooh, I know.
Someone's in for a bad day. Check Echo 1.
Come on, get closer.
Copy.
Surprise! Okay, enjoy being smart. Okay, I'm going to get my air launch attacks all on you unfortunate guys, and it's going to be the only attack I do. Uppercut. 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 Okay, now I've done enough uppercutting. Time for some pile driving.
Whoop his ass!
Hello, enjoy that wall. Oh, I was hoping you hit the wall.
Latecomers! That's a lot of tardy slips I'm gonna have to write.
Oh, okay, sir. I'm going to have to take that.
You're done now.
Okay, now you are webbed, and now you are on tied to the ground. And now you're tied to a steamroller. Okay, well someone... Okay, thank you for picking it back up so I can pull it right out of your arms again. Okay. Thank you, I'll be taking that again. You're making this really easy on me. Yeah, I'm gonna get the disarms first.
Why don't I have backup? All right, nobody likes me.
Spider-Man, my sources say they're running exotic weapons out of that location. Explosives, rocket launchers.
Fisk does manage to get stuff you don't see outside the military.
That needs to stay off the streets, by any means necessary.
He webbed me! Come on, bring him down already!
You are webbed, and now you're on that wall. And now you're unconscious. And I can really start spamming finishers once I unlock the 2-for-1.
You could just say great job a lot.
Ooh, okay, that's gonna leave an interesting bruise. And now you're on the ground. And now you get kicked in the face.
More of them. It's kind of touching how
Here,
bad
enjoy
you
this.
guys want to join your boss in jail. Take cover.
Okay, that was close since I got a little cocky there.
Not a chance in hell, buddy.
And now you're unconscious. And pile driver for you. And now everyone is unconscious.
Got Big Willie's guys and his weapons all wrapped up like Christmas morning.
Well, you've got a red suit, so you're close enough to Santa Claus for me. Thanks.
I hope they do add it. Yeah, the Sandman could be very epic. Like, he could make for an epic boss fight. Okay. I think I'm going to save the research projects for entire stream onto themselves. Because the research projects feel like they could actually be worth, like, they're more than just collectibles are. So I feel, and they're more than just, you know, beat up a bunch of dudes. So I'm going to do the research things for their own, like, for their own stream, because we're actually almost 2 hours into this stream.
Love it.
Okay, modern art is done. Nice. Okay, next, this down here. Ooh, I leveled up. Which means I can now, well, let's first see what this is. Which I can get. Okay, let's wear this one around, and I like the thing you get with it. But now I had to spend one on that one just to be able to do that. Whoops.
Okay, this one confounded me for a while. Apparently, Spider-Man's been seen throughout the city tampering with steam regulators. Aside from generally being a vandal and a troublemaker, why would he do this? I'll tell you why. Because when the city has to send crews out to fix these problems, they need police to direct traffic around them. That's officers who aren't stopping crime. Which leaves, say it with me, Spider-Man. He's trying to take our brave officers' jobs.
Okay, that's a stretch.
Hey,
that
my
one was
first
definitely
camera.
a stretch.
I got this at a yard sale. Still uses film.
Okay, next. Avengers Tower. Also, I will note I platinumed this game, which, again, I don't normally do.
Officers needed Atlantic Hill. Over.
Assault in progress. Gotta stop it. You wanna fight? It's your lucky day.
Okay, here, let's have some fun. It involves me throwing you around like rag dolls. Okay, this is fun. Like, not entirely effective, but it is fun. Like, that's not the most effective power in the game, but it is one of the funner powers in the game. I like opening with the ground pound. To me, I like to open with the ground pound.
I love laying out bullies.
Thank you.
You okay, sir?
Killed me.
But yeah, I like to open with the ground pound because you can basically... Oh, gotta take a selfie with that person. But, okay, let's move on. But I like to open with the ground pound because it knocks a lot of criminals off their feet. Oh. Well, I guess that's one reason to forget that you could do it. I mean, not to do it a lot because you forgot you could. But, yeah, it's just one of those attacks that I think makes for a good opener. Because if you open with it... Hello! Enjoy that wall. Hello! Enjoy my the sidewalk. I thought I was going to say my feet, but I just
More of them? For criminals, these guys have an impressive social circle.
Hello! Okay, is he unconscious? No. Enjoy that hole. I like to play around with the powers because to me it feels like it makes sense to do that.
End of the road.
Like I like to do the powers. Speaking of the Sandman vial. But yeah, those are by far the most useful powers. I just prefer to like use a bunch of them. Like I just personally prefer to play around with all the different powers and have fun. Speaking of the
Still
Sandman...
not sure if opening this would set the Sandman free, but I'm in no hurry to find out.
All units, we've got a situation involving civilians trapped in their vehicles. Officers near Vanderbilt, be advised.
Whee! And this is what I like to do that.
Serious car accident.
I heard criminals here.
I'm here.
Here, enjoy this web bomb. You also enjoy a web bomb. I gotta save this trapped civilian. Really quick.
Almost got it.
But yeah, he's probably not gonna be a happy camper when he gets out of that vial. If, like, I didn't get the idea if it was that he was in the vial or not. Okay, you... Let's have some fun. I just enjoy doing this because it's just one of those cool attacks that, yes, it's not the most practical attack in the world, but it's the fun. It's one of the funner attacks in the game.
Victims are out of danger.
Okay, let's see. Let's do... Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I always like to check these out. Okay, let's go with the one that's right here. And also, I do like that at least in the early part of the game, until you get to the later part, you can essentially run out of thugs. Like, you know, at least you can, in a way, run out of crime.
Yuri, I found a Fisk construction site. Lots of busy worker bees up to no good.
Try to make some noise. If someone calls in a disturbance, I can send cars.
Noisy? I can do noisy.
Okay, let's see, I need to throw or knock enemies off the building. That's easy enough to do. Ooh, okay, that's a good use of this power. So, you're stuck on the side of a building. How does it feel? I messed that one up, I admit that. Okay, you go off the building?
I'll teach you some respect. Let him win.
You're letting me win, huh? Is that what's happening right now? You're letting me win.
I will be beating him. Get back down here. I'm tired of you. So am I.
I need to regen health there. I won't die because you guys are not very good at this. No, I see.
For a guy in jail, Fisk's men are awfully loyal.
You're gonna have a bad day.
Here, enjoy your own grenade.
You're done now.
Oh, okay, that looks unpleasant.
Hit him in the air. We can't let him win.
Okay, you enjoy being off the building. You enjoy being thrown into your friend. You enjoy being thrown into your other friend. You know, I do wonder what is going through that dude's mind, because I'm just like throwing him at people. He just got like 9 different people hurled at him. And yeah, the wrestling costume from the Sam Raimi film would be nice.
Checked. There's been a rash of counterfeit bills in that neighborhood.
Counterfeit? That's a dying art. I'll do my part to make it extinct. Enough!
Come on, guys! Let's finish this!
Okay, so you want to finish this. Okay, can do.
Bad haircuts, excessive cologne. Yep, more fist goons.
Off of me!
Hey, hello!
Something for you.
Oh. But yeah, that is a good costume. The Sam Raimi suit in general would be a cool costume.
You want some?
More backup? Guys, Willie said to take the day off. Scouts on him!
Okay, enjoy your friends. Here, have some fun. I am. But yeah, I think the Sam Raimi suit in general would be really cool. Like the Sam Raimi suit, but yeah, the Sam Raimi wrestling suit in general would be cool. Because that just wasn't fair, because I just kind of got caught in the middle of that.
Fire in the hole!
No, fire in your face.
How are we beating them?
See, and that was not really my fault. You kind of just threw it in your own face. You're not very intelligent goons. But then again, that's probably why you're doing this in the first place. So. Ooh, okay, that gotta hurt. But yeah, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man, the wrestling suit from the Sam Raimi Spider-Man film would be really cool to have.
Everything's quiet here now, Captain.
Great. That's one more revenue stream Wilson Fisk can't use to pay his lawyers.
I didn't get the perch takedowns, but I'm not gonna, you know, there's plenty of bases in the game to get stuff from, so I'm not really worried about that. But you know, something I do want to actually talk about, because it's something that means a lot to me personally, is there are some people on, like, a certain website, like I guess news sites or something, that wrote reviews about this game saying it's not political enough, like they didn't address political stuff or some weird thing like that, and I don't get that. Like, I don't get how that's supposed to be a negative, in all honesty. Like, they were describing it as a negative, which I'm like, okay, why? Like, are they saying, okay, the game doesn't have a message? Well, the thing is, not every game needs a message, but they were generally saying this game doesn't do anything political, and that's somehow bad. I personally think that's a good thing, because I play video games to avoid, get away from the political crap that's just everywhere nowadays. So to me, that's the fact that this game isn't super duper political is a good thing. I don't get how people can say that that's a
Jameson gave me this at his Bugle retirement party. I thought nobody would listen to his talk show. Shows how much I know.
But yeah, I don't get how people can say stuff like that. Like, why does everything need to have to be political? That just doesn't make any sense. And especially something Marvel is doing, because we all remember Secret Empire, don't we? How good that arc did. That was totally political, and I mean totally not political. Yes, it could be political if you look the right way, but that's the point. You have to actually look for the political stuff. You know, you have to actually squint and try and make out the, you know, interpret it politically. It's not like, this is political, hit you over the head with it a million times. Which was one thing Secret, like, even if you agree with the political side of Secret Empire, the problem is that it was so blatant that it overshadowed the story completely. Like, it was clearly just blatantly political.
Better than I do.
Which helped kill Secret Empire, because even a lot of people that agreed with the political position did not agree with it basically being the driving force of the story. But yeah, it could. There are political things you can technically say, but here's my point on that. The most political thing you could say is in the third act, so I won't get into super duper spoilers, but it's about government oppression, essentially. That's timeless. That's a timeless political message. Saying, you know, an oppressive government is, you know, and that does the things that happen in the third act is bad. That's timeless. It's not like making a character a blatant, like a blatant XP of a political figure. That dates your work. You know,
wondering why I'm back in the game.
So, like, to me, it's what political stuff is in this game, and there's not much.
Nice round number, don't you think?
Like, if there's not much in this that I can honestly say is sincerely meant to be political and is just not rather than I got tongue tied. Rather than being interpreted as political, there's not anything in here that I can say, yes, that was blatantly intended to be political. And if you do assume it is political, well, here's the thing with Norman Osborn in that position. You could say, yes, that's based off of Donald Trump, which I'm not saying my position on that. You will never hear me say my position on the election or Donald Trump or whatever. You can say that is XP of Donald Trump, but here's the thing. Before Donald Trump became president, Osborn was political in the It was a political figure in the comics. If I'm not mistaken, didn't he become president at one point, or is that Lex Luthor? He either became mayor of New York City at some point in the comic, or he became president at some point in the comic before the election actually happened. So that has things in the comics outside of the election, outside of politics. So I don't see that as being political towards the current climate. Okay, that's an interesting thing. Okay, let's see, next. Okay, actually I got everything in that section, let's see, I can't actually I can fast travel. Well, yes, it was an alternate universe, but it was still in the DC comics beforehand. See, that's the difference to me, is that that came from the comics in a way. So I don't see it as being political. And here's the thing, Norman Osborn, it's in character for him to do that. That's still in character for Norman Osborn. I love these little cutscenes. Yeah, but here's my point. Even if that was political, even if that was intended to be taken politically, I have this to ask. In a few years, if someone's playing this game long after Trump's out of office, and, you know, it's no longer relevant to the current political climate, will they still understand the story? Will this still all make sense? Will you know, it's not so blatant, even if it is political, that it consumes the story. Secret Empire was. Like, Secret Empire in the comics was very blatantly political. Heck, in a sense, even Doomsday Clock, the current big DC crossover, which I'm not a huge fan of, in all honesty, but that might be because I don't get the point of the crossover. It has some blatant political things to it.
Felicia's close to her goal.
If there is politics in this game, It's
This
subtle
area's full of Wall
enough
Street
that
guys.
you can easily
Target-rich
miss it.
environment.
And it's subtle enough that if you don't get it, you aren't missing anything.
There you are. She's obviously familiar with these places. And that gives me an idea how to...
And if you want to put a political message in your story, that's how you need to do it. It needs to be a story first, have a political message second, and I somehow missed that landmark up there. Eh, boy. I'll get it later.
Catcher.
But that's kind of my point with this game, is yes, there's stuff you can, well, yes, the problem with Secret Import Pattern was indeed that it was both political and stupid. But the political part was part of the problem. In this game, I don't see anything in here that would have... And here's the thing, regardless of what you think about politics, the other side still is part of the buying public. And there are people that just don't care about politics. Like, that's another problem, is there are people that don't give a darn about politics and want an escape. And if your political message is so blatant that it overrides that it completely is the backbone of your story, someone that's just trying to get an escape away from all the political stuff will hate it. Because the point of an escape is to escape reality, is to escape from things you don't want to think about for a brief moment. As brief of a moment as it is, you just don't want to think about it at the time. That's kind of the point of something being an escape. Now, Watchmen, I don't mind being political because it's very much like it's meant to be making a statement. It is parody. It is satire. There's a difference between parody and satire. But Watchmen's always been satire. So it having some political bent to it, something related to it having a political bent to it is kind of different. Because the point of satire is to mock things. But the thing is, the way I see it, even if you are a Republican, let's say, hypothetically, you are a supporter of X candidate, and this game were to make a very blatant caricature of them in every way, you're going to be offended by that. Even if you disagree with regardless of it, there are people you will offend, and from a marketing perspective, that makes no sense to do. From a marketing perspective, alienating a large portion of your potential reader base is a dumb idea.
Attention all units. Assault in progress.
Okay, this has actually gotten a little more charged than I intended it to, but my point is, let's say, for example, that Norman Osborn is based off of Donald Trump. He's not blatant about it. He's not going around saying like the campaign slogans Donald Trump did. He's not going. He doesn't have like a Donald Trump hairdo. It's not so blatant to the point that it's not. It stops being that. Well, yes, that's also true when it comes to Doomsday Clock. It has no subtlety. Like, if I'm not mistaken, don't they actually, like, mimic that whole deplorables thing, too, at one point? So, yes, I perfectly agree that Doomsday Clock has no subtlety, which... It's like, the original did have subtlety. Like, the original...
Sit with that for a while.
Thanks.
Watchmen had subtlety. It had, its own charm to it. Like, I'm not a big fan of Watchmen, but I get the appeal of it. Doomsday Clock doesn't really seem to get that appeal. And in fact, it actually drops a lot of interesting ideas that Watchmen presented. Like, the creators actually described Dr. Manhattan as having lost touch with his humanity. Or rejecting his humanity, which really is not what he did in the original comic. Also, I really don't think a team up, like a sort of versus team up between the DC universe and Watchmen is fair in any way, shape, or form.
Town.
Like
Touristy,
I seriously do not consider that fair, because the DC is like Watchmen universe has Dr. Manhattan. That's it. Dr. Manhattan is really the only legitimate super in the entire Watchmen universe. Like, Ozymandias is technically a super because he has super intelligence, but I would say, like, Batman is smarter than Ozymandias is. Like, Lex Luthor, I believe, would be technically, could technically at least match wits with Ozymandias. So, I don't really consider it a fair team, because, like, at least if you did Batman in the, like, Batman goes to the Watchmen universe, that would be fair. Okay, let's have some fun, shall we? Effective? Not entirely. Fun? Yes. But, okay, is someone that knows Watchmen better than me, is there really anyone other than Dr. Manhattan in the entire Watchmen universe that stands a chance against half of DC's losses? Okay, I'm getting rid of you quickly. Dr. Manhattan is really the only one that stands any chance at all against these characters in the main DC universe. Like, if it's like, and that's the thing. It's not Batman goes to the DC universe. It's the entire thing crossing over.
The demons, though.
And that's where it's kind of a problem, because Batman in the Watchmen universe would be very fair. That seems fair.
Felicia's leading me on a chase.
And actually, a friend of mine in a conversation actually brought up a good point, where I was like, the big crisis in Doomsday Clock is that the world is about to go to nuclear war, and there's about to be this big Doomsday event.
It's too late to stop her here.
And basically, to them, to the Watchmen universe, that is one of the biggest possible crises that can happen. In the DC universe, that's Tuesday. Like, in the DC universe, like, an impending nuclear war is basically a Tuesday evening. Like, averting nuclear war is Tuesday evening for half of the DC universe.
Love it.
So, that's kind of the other problem, is they're acting like Dr. Manhattan is the only one that can solve the issue, but there's half a dozen characters in the DC universe that could easily solve it. Because that's just Tuesday. So it's not really a fair crossover. What would have been fair, probably, is Batman goes... Batman, Green Arrow... Probably Green Arrow, actually, given that he's got this whole thing of being the heart. You know, he's got the whole thing of being the heart. That, you know, the heart of the Justice... One of the hearts of the Justice League. Flash is a heart of the Justice League. But Batman, Green Arrow, Iron Fist... Well, Iron Fist is a different... Sorry, whoops.
Demons robbing an armored car. You can bet that money isn't going to someone's quinceañera.
Okay. Okay, that was weird. Okay. Web bomb. Thank you. Okay, you get on that wall. You enjoy this to the face. And this bomb. And now this wall. And I don't blame you, because it doesn't seem like they get what Watchmen was actually going for. like, Watchmen, like, I'm not a huge fan of Watchmen, but I respect that you are. To me, what Watchmen was trying to do was be a, you know, bit of a be satire. That's what it was trying to do. And it was trying to show that, to a degree, superheroes, there's problems that superheroes would have in real life. Like, that's sort of, it's a deconstruction. It's a deconstructive satire. And mixing that with the legitimate, like, series could work if done the right way. But it's not. Like, Doomsday Clock is not is an interesting idea, but it's not really done well.
This used graphing calculator at a pawn shop. Stopped working in the middle of a trig exam. You get what you pay for.
Okay, I haven't leveled up yet. And let's just, like, and again, the stakes don't make any sense.
Hope the ceremony for Officer Davis hasn't started yet.
Well, yes, that's another thing. Is there, and that actually reminds me of what Sam Raimi said about Venom, and why Venom didn't really work.
Rockets! They got rockets!
Ow. Stop it. Ow, stop hitting me with rockets! Oh, that's going to leave an interesting bruise. How am I resisting? It's because I'm a superhero and you are not. But yeah, they don't understand it, and I think that's a problem. It's something that Sam Raimi said in regards to having Venom in Spider-Man 3. It's that if you don't understand something, if you don't respect, like he said, I don't understand this character, I don't get Venom. And that's why he didn't want to do Venom, because he knew that that would not be fair to the fans who like Venom. So he didn't want to include Venom in Spider-Man 3, but Sony forced him to do so, and we all know how that went.
Whew, that was a workout.
And that's the thing, the people writing Doomsday Clock don't seem to get Watchmen. Watchmen was, and I think a bigger thing is, Watchmen was never meant to interact with the main DC universe. They were never meant to interact with anything outside of their universe. That's the thing, is they were not intended to be anything, have anything to do with Superman or Batman or cape-type heroes. Like, they were not ever meant to interact with Superman. Oh, that's cool. I like this little one right here where it's like, I want to cancel, and then this service bot is like, how can I help you? And it's like, close my account. I like that one. But, like, that's the problem, is DC is mainly using Watchmen for the sake of recognition. Because Watchmen is very popular. Okay.
Demons are getting worse than Fisk ever was.
Hello, I'm going to start throwing you around like ragdolls now.
The web-swinging cavalry's here.
This attack might not be the best attack, but, I mean, the most useful power, but dang if it's fun. Like that, oh, like that's not a use of that. Yeah, probably. Like, has Alan Moore ever liked any adaptation of anything he's ever done? I don't think the guy's actually liked anything, any adaptation of anything that he has ever that he's ever done. And given how it's normally done, I don't blame him. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not a big fan of some of Alan Moore's work, but I can respect an author that knows the people don't get his work, which I don't get what makes his work what it is. Okay,
I think that's it.
that
Everyone
was
okay?
complete. I did not mean to time to a fleeting police car. Okay, that. Someone help him.
Bad mojo, officer.
Like, seriously,
Real bad.
stop staring at him and someone help that guy. I did not mean to do that. Okay, if you want to say that guy died, I would not blame you, but that was not what I intended to happen. And let's be fair here, if I could rescue him from that, I would. But yeah, I think they are honestly trying to make Alan Moore mad. And now, again, I'm not a big fan of a lot of some of Alan Moore's work. Like, I don't really particularly like Dark Knight Returns, or was that even him? I don't think. Was that Alan Moore? I think it was.
Superheroing doesn't leave much time for good hygiene. Gotta get it where I can.
I love that this is actually right here. I'm going to take a picture of it even though it doesn't count. But I instantly know where it is now, at least. He's dead? Oh. Rest in peace.
Felicia's close to her goal.
I'm not a big... Like, I don't really read a lot of comics.
Gotta narrow it down.
So... Yeah, but, like, the thing is... I think that might be why they did it, is because he's dead, so they know he can't complain about it.
Stealing from a country singer. She's getting creative. But I'm getting
Lonesome
closer.
Pinky.
One more ought to do it.
Oh, Frank Miller. Oh, okay. Whoops. But, yeah, they've got similar styles. But, like, Frank Miller or Alan Moore, I have problems with some of their work, but, like, the thing is, let's get back on the topic that we were actually discussing here. Watchmen is one of those, like, kind of love it or hate it things that is, I think we can pretty much agree that that is the case, is that you either really like Watchmen or you don't like it. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I respect it.
People know my parents died in a plane crash. I still can't tell anyone they were government agents.
Okay, what's left here? Let's do this Fisk base. But yeah, I think the problem is they don't get that what Rorschach was supposed to be. Like, there's been a reason that he's called Rorschach. Like, he has that Rorschach thing on his
Yuri, this construction site's
on his
about as
face,
legit
which
as
is
the
actually a
Washington
really
selling
cool effect. I really like that effect.
I don't have evidence for a warrant. You go in, you're on your own.
Oh, okay. Well, alright, sorry about that. Okay, but I bet he doesn't like Doomsday Clock then. I did not mean to rev the guy into a burning car. That was a complete accident. But granted, he is probably dead, because you don't really survive being tied to a burning car. But that was a complete accident on my part. I did not mean to tie him to a burning car. That goes to show how little I know about Alan Moore. Is that I didn't even realize he was still alive. Oh boy. I probably made some people mad with that, but I'm sorry about that. Hello. You're now upside down. Oh no, you're not upside down actually. I thought I was hanging you upside down. Ooh, this looks like fun. You know, that's one of those things that's just funny to do. Like, that seems like something that would happen in Three Stooges. I'm sorry, that's one of those things where I don't pay attention to comic book news all that much. And when I do, it's normally these big, like, crazy things that happen in it. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Damn it. He's here.
Hello.
Just not very observant.
He's fine. Okay, now I gotta do 10 perfect dodges.
I can't reach him.
Which is not that hard to do.
I'm gonna teach you respect.
Wow, you just shot a rocket at your buddies. That takes, like, serious incompetence. Ah, okay. Okay, now I can beat all these guys up.
Got it. Open wide. Stop it.
But, yeah, I do apologize about that. I honestly I have not been paying much attention to a lot of things. And actually, it's less a delay in it and more there's a 20-second delay, I think, between you posting it and it showing up on screen, on your screen. On my screen, it shows up as soon as you copy it. I mean, as soon as you post it.
Here comes the pain. I can't punch him if he's in the air.
So yeah, that's actually that's not something on your end, that's just something with YouTube in general. Oh, okay, that's gonna leave a mark. Oh, good. Oh, dear. How are you still alive? Like, I know I can survive being hit with a rocket, but that's because I'm mean.
Get this stuff off of me! We can't let him...
Really? More guys? I don't have this many friends.
His head's through the floor.
Spiderman, I checked records and that site's been getting deliveries from cartel front companies.
They're moving drugs, huh? Not for long.
Okay, this power is not the most useful power in the world, but it is one of the funner ones. Because you can just throw people around like ragdolls, and it's hilarious. Enjoy being tied on the floor.
Oh, great, more of them. Guys, Fisk isn't here. You could have just bailed.
Hit him harder!
Hit him harder. That would require hitting me in the first place. Okay, I asked for that one. Okay, now you two are both tied to walls.
This
This'll shut your mouth.
I can't touch him if he's in the air.
Reinforcements again?
You know, if you know you might end up having to fight Spider-Man, why are any of you unarmed? Yes, I'm not bulletproof, but I don't need to be when you can't actually hit me, aren't you? Okay, that was not fair, because I did actually dodge it, but I think I dodged too early is the problem. Here, enjoy this bag of concrete mix. Okay, who's left? Hello, Rocket Man. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Ooh, right through a table. Which is appropriate, given I'm in a wrestling costume.
Yuri, I got a bunch of incapacitated criminals and designer narcotics all wrapped up and waiting for you.
Great, I'll just consider this an anonymous tip.
How many more Fisk construction sites are there?
None. He had every one of them working overtime to bring in money.
Well, now he's gonna have a tough time keeping his operation running. Which is bad for Fisk, good for New York.
I trust you've enjoyed yourself.
Willie, funny story. I was just at one of your buildings. And you'll be shocked to hear that there were shenanigans of the criminal variety. TLDR, Fisk construction is closed.
I have other sources of revenue, but you've inconvenienced me, and there will be consequences. My memory's long. My reach is longer.
I should make all the guys who've sworn to kill me fight it out for the privilege.
That would actually be funny.
And that's why Jonah paid me the big bucks.
Okay, what else is there? That's all of those. Oh, I just did. Like I said, there's a 20-second delay from what... it's more of a 20-second delay in what you're seeing versus what I'm seeing. Like, I see your comment instantly, but it's 20 seconds before I react to it. I mean, before you can see it. You know, I wonder how we got from, like, this game to bashing Doomsday Clock. But, oh yeah, speaking of people that don't understand the work that they are trying to make, did you, well, actually kind of the opposite in this case. Because Michael Bay did state a lot that he didn't really get the Transformers franchise.
Aunt May's recipe for wheat cakes. I could never make it work on my own.
Like, if I recall, didn't he at one point literally say that, like, call them dumb robots at one point? Okay, I can get the double finishers now. Now I can really finish people off. Okay, what else is there to collect? Nothing down there, so just this is next. But, yeah, Michael Bay has said repeatedly that he really... Like, I think he did actually literally call Transformers stupid robots at some point. Like, he doesn't really get what makes Transformers work. And he kind of admitted that. But... yeah, well, I did see the fourth one. It was really last night that I kind of dropped all caring about the franchise.
Didn't have time to stick with it, but I could definitely see teaching again someday.
But did you guys? But on that note, did any of you? Well, there's only one of you in the comments. Did you get to see the trailer for the Bumblebee movie, which, interestingly enough, has nothing to do with Michael Bay? Yeah. But the thing is with the Bumblebee movie is, one, it's not... Michael Bay has nothing to do with it. Thankfully. It's actually being written by someone completely different and directed by someone completely different. This is so adorable. That is adorable.
One more location should give me the data I need to find Black Cat.
But, yeah, that's kind of the interesting thing.
Got about 49 million in loot. I reach her before she gets to 50 and she might go straight.
Yeah, because, and here's the thing, it's being done by the guy that directed Kubo and the Two Strings. If you have not seen Kubo and the Two Strings, it is on Netflix, I believe. Watch it.
I've got to run my algorithm and find Felicia, quick.
Like, watch Kubo and the Two Strings if you haven't. It is a great show. Like, it is a great movie. And the fact that the director of that is doing Bumblebee instead of Michael Bay makes me very, very excited for that.
An armored car. You can bet that money is gentlemen. That is not how an ATM works. That's not even an ATM.
Throw you like ragdolls. Yeah. But yeah, that's the thing that interests me about the Bumblebee movie is it was not done by Michael Bay. Yeah, I do too, but like the thing is, like again, the thing that makes me interested in and have hope for Bumblebee is from the looks of the trailer, it looks like they actually get more of what we want from Transformers than Michael Bay ever did. Because for one, they look like the Transformers. Optimus, like they look like Transformers, not walking scrap heaps, which that makes me happy. Like I don't get me wrong, I like the designs of a lot of the movie formers. Like the movie formers have a cool design, but they all look the same. And that's the problem, is they look so similar. Like all the Decepticons basically look exactly the same. Or at least look so different, similar that it's hard to actually tell who's who.
I thought web swinging would let me get pizzas delivered fast. And it did. Fast and smashed.
I mean, let's say you look at the movie version of Soundwave. What about that looks like Soundwave? He doesn't look like Soundwave, but the Bumblebee movie does. That Soundwave looks like Soundwave. And it looks like the human cast is going to be used a bit more correctly this time. Like, because let's face it, in the Bay movies, most of the human cast...
shooters. Managed to improve the storage capacity a lot since then, but the basic design's still the same.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, crime in progress. But the version of, you know, the characters that appear in the Bumblebee movie actually look like their counterparts that they should.
Oh boy. Rockets! They got rockets!
Bye. Why do you keep doing that? Bye. Bye. But, like, that's the thing that I really like about the new about the Bumblebee movie, because the characters look like they should. Like Bumblebee, look, and the thing is, they actually use parts of the car mode. It's not just hanging off of them. Bumblebee looks like he's composed of his car parts.
If you told 12-year-old me one day dudes in masks would try to blow him up with rockets, well, actually, you'd probably get pretty excited.
Okay, let's see. I've just got. I think this is actually the last backpack. And Optimus looks better than he's ever looked. Now, Blitzwing looks like Starscream. I'm kind of on the side of people that think either that is Starscream and they're just saying he's Blitzwing as a cover, like they did with Shockwave, or it was intended to be Starscream and they were forced to change it. Either is possible, but the Bumblebee movie looks like it's actually got thought put into it. Like, the thing that kind of broke the camel's back when it came to the Transformers movies, for me at least, was when Michael Bay basically said, yeah, my movies sucked, but you're going to go see them anyway. Like, to me, that shows that he has no real pride in his works. And to me, that kind of broke the camel's back.
My fear of heights didn't go away when I got my powers. I had to climb to the top of the Empire State to get over that.
I like that. And now I got the homemade suit, which I'm actually going to wear. Yeah, that could be funny. You know what? Here's one that I'm hoping that we get in, the whole thing. In the expansion pack and I'm calling them expansion packs because they actually are expansion packs.
Demons are getting bolder. Engaging police in the streets now.
Hold tight, officers. The web-swinging cavalry's here.
But yeah, that could be fun. But one thing that someone suggested that I'm fully on board with is Spider Cop, because is basically a Spider Cop costume. Saying that would not be cool. Because that's a running gag in this game. Stop hitting yourself. Like, to make a costume that's Spider-Man wearing a police outfit, that could be funny. And we'll just go with complete the joke.
Magnifique.
Okay, I think just one more landmark. Then we're going to go to the Black Cat thing to finish, get that suit, and then I think that's going to be the end of the live stream.
Beautiful.
Okay, I do believe I missed one. And it's incidentally, let me see, where is that one I missed? I missed one landmark, and yeah, it's that one right there. See, this is the nearest thing to it. But yeah, that would be fun. They're saving, I know they've said they're saving the black suit, the symbiote suit, for when they can actually give it justice, which I do believe will most likely be in the second game. Yeah, that would be funny if they did that. I mean, we know why they didn't give the Miles Morales costume, because, well, Miles Morales is in the game. I mean, it's in this universe. Let's see, can I take a picture?
That's a keeper.
Will you guys let me finish off your friend, please? There. Okay, I'm kind of in trouble now. And now you guys are in trouble because I'm going to start throwing you around like ragdolls. Okay, when you can do... I just got that guy right out of the air. Okay, dude, not cool.
Demons aren't just a street gang.
Okay, now I just need to do... But yeah, Spider Ham would be fun. A lot of people want to see Ben Reilly's actual Spider-Man costume, which I can agree with. That'd be cool. The DLC suit they've announced looks cool. Like, one that they've announced actually does look really cool. But, let me think, I'm trying to think. There aren't really that many, like, Spider-Man doesn't have as many suits as, say, Batman does. Now, they could take, like, inspiration from those toy exclusive designs that don't actually exist. That could be somewhere they could go. There you go. Okay, not cool. Okay, fair. I'm trying to think of other ones. Like a lot of the Spider-Verse, you know what I want to see? I want to see the Japanese Spider-Man. Give me the Japanese Spider-Man. Okay, is that everyone? No, you're here.
Aw, all this for little old me?
You already lost!
But I would like to see the Japanese Spider-Man because one, Stan Lee likes the Japanese Spider-Man. He's actually explicitly stated that has his full approval. So I would like to see that. A lot of this, like, I don't like Spider-Verse. I don't like not Into the Spider-Verse. Into the Spider-Verse actually looks like it's gonna be good. I mean the Spider-Verse comic. I'm not a big fan of the Spider-Verse comic at all.
All units, officers
Mainly because a lot of the really cool Spider-Men were reduced to just...
came in from near Ansonia. Over.
That shootout's gonna get someone killed.
were just cannon fodder, which I didn't like.
Officers, pull your wounded back. I'll handle this.
Like, I didn't like how many Spider-Men were just cannon fodder. That said, there were some Spider-Men that I did like. Spider-Gwen was cool, and I'm glad that she's somewhere. Yes, that's exactly right. It was a cool idea done very badly. What hit me? Like, literally, what hit me? Oh. Here, enjoy this wall. But But yes, it was done very badly. It could have been really cool. But then they turned most of the Spider-Man into cannon fodder, which was stupid. Here, I think you dropped this. One thing that I hated was when they had that one Spider-Man that one Inheritor slaughter Spider-Man and his amazing friends and be like, you don't even understand what the word death is, which is blatantly wrong, because if you actually watch the series, they did mention death. Uncle Ben explicitly died. So it's one of those things, like, I have no idea what they were going for with that.
Freedom Tunnel. Before Feast started, this was a haven for New York's homeless. Mostly abandoned now. Good hiding spot. Must be a hidden entrance or something. Bingo.
This is cool. I like this.
Looks like everything she stole. Financial data on the Maggia crime families. Is she trying to blackmail them?
I like this little lair of black cats.
Oh, look. Cat's dancing with the little spider. Also imprisoning him in a jar against his will. Cute. Very cute.
I like those little pictures.
Wow. First time I caught Felicia, she was trying to steal this. Looks like she finally went back to finish the job.
But yeah, Spider-Verse was a good idea done poorly. This suit is I like to wear this suit during the second act of the game when things get serious, because it feels like what would happen.
Fisk reported this stolen a few years back.
Because I like to wear it during the second act of the game, which is one reason I wanted to finish this before I did that.
Spider, you raced here to redeem me, didn't you? You're adorable. And cute, too. Which is why I made you something more flattering. If you've got it, flaunt it.
If you notice there, it looks like Spider-Man is like, wait, how did this get on me? The Last Stand suit is cool. It's not my personal favorite.
Spider-Man, the Black Cat just robbed the police department's evidence lockup.
What? How? That place is like Fort Knox.
All those cats you found? When they were all together in the evidence room, they linked up, boosted their signal, and deactivated the alarms. No one even saw her sneak in.
She knew I'd find the cats and report them to you. She played me. Again. What'd she take?
Just her old costume and gear.
She let me find 50 million worth of loot just so she could get her stuff back. Which means she's got something even bigger planned.
Wow. Gotta give her credit. She played you good.
Are you smiling? You sound like you're smiling.
Gotta go.
Yeah, this is a cool suit. But anyway, I think that's where we're going to end the live stream, because we've been rolling for 2.5 hours. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're watching the archive, I'm sorry this was just a collectathon. But like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time. Bye! I still don't have a catchphrase.
All units.